You gotta help me tear this wall down so we can see.
So back in Sacramento today still. Time to go meet with my friend Peter. Leaving the 24-hour fitness, man. Say what's up. You recognize me everywhere I go, man, thanks to this YouTube. It's really a lot of fun. I love it. Even in SAC, even in San Francisco, man, I seem to be helping people out. Changed a lot of lives. In this video, I actually recorded an audio based upon a topic that a lot of people may kind of be disturbed by, but it's something that I learned from Master Roy Hoffmeckler himself. And it's about the topic of muscle size and development versus like actual muscle quality. I have an interesting debate that I think will help to intrigue your mind a little bit. What the actual goal is in building muscle and strength. And I said, a very, very interesting topic, and it may disturb a lot of guys, but it's important that we get this out there. I'm gonna do a little talk on it. I'm gonna be audio based. You can hear me do a monologue. I'm an actual speaker. It'd be interesting to hear what you guys think about for the guys who haven't heard me do speaking before. All right, so I'm excited to get this done. Stay tuned, watch till the end, and leave a comment at the end. Let me know what you think of the talk. And it's a very intriguing subject. Muscle size versus muscle quality. Here we go, coming at you. Let's talk today more about muscle size versus muscle quality and the overall goal of training. You know, this is Gavin, Mehl, and I believe that over the past, really this entire 20th century, we've been taught that strength and size of the muscle is the goal, and it's best to build the biggest possible muscle and the strongest, developed, largest muscle out there. And I've come to question if that truly is the best approach. Come to this. A large musclehead guy gets into a spouting, like a ring, okay, and he's gonna have a martial arts match with another guy. This guy is strong. I mean, he could lift 400 or 500 pounds, large amount of weight. But he gets into the survival situation. Let's say it's a sparring match, and that situation, I mean, he can deliver a few seconds of a strong blow, but within 60 seconds, he's literally reaching paralysis and falling down on his knees, and not able to endure the other partner, which is maybe like 60 pounds lighter than him, or even more. So let's talk more about, like, in this type of a situation, thinking a little bit more about, like, what is the big picture goal of training strength? And I believe that if an alien race were to come around and look at our species, look at us as humans, they would see and they would say, well, the overall goal is the development and the survival of the species, your offspring, your family, the ability to survive in all aspects of life. That is really the overall big picture goal. There's a lot of benefits to doing that, but overall, I think that's the intrinsic goal that we all have, that we all want to live and survive and endure in all situations. And so by pursuing that overall goal, I believe that it's very questionable if this 20th century way of thinking in muscle magazines, bodybuilding forums, of building size of the muscle and strength of the muscle, if that's really just a primary goal. And I've come to beg to differ that it isn't, and that is actually counterproductive. It is actually counterproductive towards building a more survivable species and family and offspring. Take the example of this large musclehead guy getting into the ring with a guy 60 pounds lighter than him and not being able to last 60 seconds because he doesn't have those types of muscle fibers developed. And he's only got the type 2B muscle fibers developed, and they're oversized and inflamed. If a person has a oversized liver or an oversized organ, isn't that counterproductive? Isn't that looking like the person is very potentially sick and ill and on his way to an early death? Think of it like a person who drinks a lot of alcohol and their liver is full of toxins and stones, and it's oversized and overgrown. We can agree, can't we agree, that that is counterproductive to the overall goal of survival? Well, I want to bring this to your attention that the muscle, take the bicep, for example, is the same way. An overdeveloped bicep, too large for the body that it's in, not proportional to the rest of the body, whether if it's assisted through drugs or maybe it's just a lifelong, natural training, but overly developing it size-wise is a sign of inflammation and a sign of inferiority in the species, and a sign that that individual is not meant for surviving. Is not meant for surviving long periods of time. Now, this is kind of a ball breaker for a lot of guys out there, because I know that we've been taught our whole life, including myself, that size and strength are what matters. And I do agree that strength is important, but I believe that what we've been taught and shown through advertisements, media, magazines, and definitely online, going on Instagram and even on YouTube, are an example of inferior species, of species that are not meant to survive, that are not meant to endure and develop powerful offspring, because they're lacking the key elements. And I'm talking about key elements of speed, velocity, agility, and strength. These other parts also have to play into it. And by neglecting the speed, the velocity, the agility, the endurance, the strength suffers, and the strength does not last. It goes into completely counterproductive and almost negative. It's a negative fitness impact. Coming back to like the topic of aesthetics, and I really believe in talking about aesthetics because it's something that is achievable for everyone. When I want to talk about aesthetic body, I'm talking about a body, a human being that is balanced proportionally, has muscle strength, endurance, agility, velocity, power, speed, the entire package, flexibility, the entire package, but is not overgrown in one area. No organ is overgrown. It is a balance and perfect harmony with the entire body of a beautiful, aesthetic, harmonious symphony of the body. That is really like the definition of an aesthetic body to myself, and my overall goal of building an aesthetic physique is having these things play in harmonious perfection. And it's important that we really look deeper into this subject and find out like what the impacts are of what we're doing, because anyone can get onto a training program and in the first 6 months see results. A guy goes on a training program, any Tom, Dick, or Harry goes into some BS training program, he's going to see results because he's coming from nothing to something. Okay, so it's going to work. But after consistently following that program, even if he's doing a good job, if the training regimen is not building all the elements that are required in a balanced fashion, then he's going to hit a wall. He's not, literally there's going to be a potential complete wall. Cannot do any better. In fact, he may even go backwards. And I want to say a little bit more about like a person like this musclehead guy that's got this incredible strength. He's getting in the ring and he can't handle a 1 minute bout with a guy 60 pounds lighter than him. He actually, by him developing his muscles that way, it's going to be very, 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 very hard for him now to go back and reverse and build the speed, the power, the velocity, the agility, the flexibility, and the endurance. because he's got this oversized, lopsided body that is not balanced, that is not healthy, that is definitely not built for survival. So this is something that has really been on my mind for the last almost 2 years now, and I've really never come out to talk about it much because I wanted to experience it, I want to do it. I don't quite understand it, to be honest, and I'm not talking at it from some expert, but I'm opening up the discussion here of really what is the best training and how can we build the ideal body for survival, because I question anyone out there to dispute me that the overall goal inside of your gut, inside of your species, is survival. The survival of your offspring, your kids, survival. Isn't that really what we want in the big picture? The benefits that we receive are beautiful. We look in the mirror and we look in the picture. Those are beautiful benefits that we get. But the survival, isn't that the overall goal? And I want to drive this rather undiscussed topic out there and build a discussion about it. So I'm going to ask you just to think about it and leave a comment. Like, what do you actually believe is the best form of training? And is building the biggest muscles really what we want? I mean, I granted the first few months of training, we're gonna go down that road, and that's okay, it's fine. But isn't it better if we go about truly building a perfect balance of harmony for the body within size, strength, power, endurance, velocity, speed, flexibility, the whole 9 yards? Because this is what's going to build that body. It's going to last and survive. So leave a comment below with what your thoughts are on this, and if you have any further information on this, definitely hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe. Do a little audio course and let me know what you think of this little audio from Gavin Mehl, doing an actual short monologue. Get it out there as a speaker. That's my strong ability in life, is speaking. So coming at you, bro. You can hear the real words coming out of my mouth, and from my mind to the mouth to your ears. Write a comment below. Looking forward to it. Thank you, brother. I love you guys. Leave a comment of what you think about this subject of muscle size versus muscle quality. And leave a comment also with let me know what you think about doing an audio talk like this, where you actually hear more of a monologue, like a motivational type speech of audio and less video. So I'd like to know what you think about that. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe down below. I'll put my picture here for the subscribe button, and like this video. All right. See you next time.